Hi girls, welcome back to another video. We are doing a new update of all our how-to videos because we're going into 2021. We're a year older and we're a year wiser than the previous videos. So the first video we're going to do is how to change your topper part line. Now this is a great video because I actually need to change the part on my new topper that I've been wearing. So we're going to do that together. Now let's first talk about how the changing of the part works because it is a very common question, and the question we get is, can you change the part line or does it have to be in a center part? And this is also the same advice for wigs with a silk top as well. So the part that I've got here is a center part. Now the silk component of the pieces is a 4 inches by 4 inches silk top. Okay, so that means the hair can be parted anyway in this little area. So that means I can move the hair back, forward, side, front, however, on that 4 by 4 little section here. So it is currently in the middle. What I have done so far is I have messed up the part line a little bit just so it's not dead straight, because I find that sometimes the dead straight parts in toppers and wigs can look not unnatural, but I think it just looks super much more realistic if it's just a little bit messy, because in real life, let's face it, our part lines are not always super duper perfect. So for this one, now we're going to match it to my hair. So my hair is parted on my left side. So when you're speaking about a topper part line, you always do it to your own, so the left side for yourself, basically. So I'm going to move my hair so we can just match it up. So if I put this on dead center at the moment, you can see that it is not going to match up, but you still can wear it in the center even if your hair is a little bit different. But in terms of blending, it's always going to work best if you actually move your part over. Sometimes they can seem more flat as well once you have the correct part line. So what you're going to need is a spray can of water and a hair blow dryer and a comb. So I'm going to spray this wet because you can't change the part without wetting the hair, because the hair will just flop back to the side that it's been parted on. So let me grab my stuff and then we will change the part. Okay, so spray can of water, and you just wet the top of the piece. So you don't have to actually completely wash the topper. So it's much more convenient and it's super quick as well. So I'll try to do it as best as I can in the picture. So I need to move it to this side. So I'm going to comb it back first. Now I'm using this comb here with the, we call it a rat's tail, but I'm not sure what they are. Someone did correct me last time, so I'm sure they can correct me again. So basically I'm going to just slice the hair. Actually, there's a little bit of hair in this clip, so ideally no hair in the clips. So I'm going to slice it there and I'm going to shift it over. Yep. So it's really as simple as that. So it was here and now it's here. And to mess it up, all you're doing is, naturally when you do change the part, it probably will not be as perfect as when it's like from the factory, for example. And to mess it up a little bit, you can just do a little bit of a zigzag and then just brush the hair to either side. So you can see they're super natural looking. Now I'm going to wet it just a little bit more before I blow dry it. So I'm going to wet it a little bit more just to make sure it's super duper secured to that new side. And now I'm going to grab my blow dryer so we can set the new part line and then we'll clip it in. going to have a side part in your topper, and you know that before you purchase. It is always best to purchase a little bit longer than your hair, because if you do change the part line, potentially depending on how far over you move it, one side of the hair length could be a little bit shorter than the other. So if you are doing a drastic side part, go a couple of inches longer when you purchase one, because then when you take it to your hairdresser, they can level up the piece. Okay, so we've got it to the left side. So now what I can do is still position my topper in the center, but the part line is now perfectly matching over to where I have my bio hair part line. So we're going to clip it in. So just lightly using all the clips, and then we will do a final brush through to blend it in. What I like to do is just get some of my bio hair and blend it over. Now I've got a bit of a widow's peak, and I find that with the widow's peak, it actually is an advantage to wearing a topper or a wig, especially with just the silk tops, because the widow's peak comes forward. So you can position your topper just slightly behind your widow's peak, and it's going to act as a really good blending feature for you, because you can see the bio hair there just at the front, and then once I sort of swoosh it over and then blend it with my comb, it's completely undetectable basically. Okay, now because I have moved my part line over, you can see that this side is slightly longer than that side. So that is what I mean in terms of leveling that out. So what I will have to do is I will need to take this to my stylist, and I'll have to wear it on my head in the position where I'm going to clip it in every day. And then I will get him or her to just take that 2 centimeters off that side of the piece, and then it'll be perfectly level. I hope this video was informative for you. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.